Alright, so this is a rough start because Keldeo will be able to easily take out Clefable. That being said, if Clefable is offensive, might be able to survive a hit and kill Keldeo back. So we have Prophet with a Sand potentially. Also Toxicroak to be able to kind of, rough up Rain a little bit so they don't counterpick him. And Kokuhyou has a Clef Surf Zerac. Okay, that's a pretty nice team. It's actually a pretty nice team. It's like a BO almost offense kind of team. We'll see, depending on the Clefable set. Clefable dodging the Hydro Pump. I don't quite get the Hydro Pump because okay, so if Clef went for Calm Mind, maybe it could have mattered. But okay, that's a weird one. That's a very weird one. Okay, so Hydro Pump missing was huge, but now Keldeo will die over time. I don't get why the Sticky Barb over just like finishing it and giving the Sticky Barb to someone else. But we'll see how it goes. I mean, the Sticky Barb is a pretty nice idea for sure. And it probably has a lot of mileage against all, but against Prophet, which is much more aggressive, a BO kind of Sand, doesn't quite get hurt the same way. Alright, so now Rotom completely shutting down Tornadus. But Tornadus can easily U-turn out and go for something else, which might be... I think Magnezone is a pretty safe switch, if you expect to Volt Switch. There's no point in going Landorus, because Landorus is not going to be able to do as much. Hydro Pump coming out, crit. So he decides to sack Clefable, which is fine, totally fine. So he decided to sack Clefable later on to be able to bring something else safely, going into Superior, which can have a lot of different kind of sets. Like a Sub-Glare is really good, especially since this subset can actually survive a hit from Rotom and not break the sub. Leaf Storm coming out, a crit, which does kind of matter. That being said, now Kiss is forcing out Serp. Okay, Flamethrower coming out, doing decent amount, but nothing too crazy. Also, if Togekiss is actually Scarred, Flamethrower is not going to be doing that much, so it's a really easy choice for Kokuhyou. That being said, if Tornadus has Superpower, it would do a lot to Tyranitar, but U-turn is doing the trick. Tyranitar shiny, which is really, really cool. Okay, so Terrakion coming in, it's extremely dangerous because it kind of forces a lot of 50-50, because like close combat's going to destroy a lot of people, but meanwhile Stone Edge is also going to destroy everything that would resist close combat, like Togekiss, for example. So if he goes for Stone Edge right now, kudos to him. Okay, so close combat coming in, it's resisted twice, so it's not doing as much, which is unfortunate. He kind of puts himself into a weird situation where he needs to switch out. I guess Tornadus is super safe, so it doesn't matter too much, and Togekiss is slowly getting chipped down, so even close combat will kill next time. I wonder if we're going to see if Togekiss is Scarf or not. It would be smart to just like bring it back to avoid showing. Okay, so he did show the Scarf. U-turn out, so Regenerator is going to do a lot of work here. So we know Moonblast. I know we... Okay, so we've seen the Dazzling Gleam. He cannot do anything else. So now it kind of depends for zone. Like, is he expecting Excadrill to come out, Tyranitar? Because against Excadrill, he can't Volt Switch. He does predict the Tyranitar, goes for the Volt Switch anyway. Against Excadrill, it could have been troublesome. But yeah, so a smooth Volt Switch out. Now we can go back into Terrakion, and Togekiss will not be able to switch back in. So close combat is extremely free. Yeah, Terrakion coming out. Okay, this is a pretty rough situation for Profit. Alright, I need to learn to pronounce Kokuhyou. Kokuhyou. Is in a very strong position. Okay, so Togekiss is coming out, so he will lose his Scarf from Pokemon. I mean, now we can still go into Excadrill and force out our boy Terrakion. And Landorus, still very healthy, will be able to counter Excadrill with no problem whatsoever. Keldeo is weird because it will take Sand damage plus Tiki Bar, and it's a speed tier. I mean, it's a speed tie with Terrakion. Okay, Focus Blast. Dude, Hydro Pump, Focus Blast, this man's a mad lad. Like, he does love to gamble. That's crazy. But Focus Blast not doing it for Torn. If Torn is AV as well, it's a really nice counter to Keldeo. But yeah, Regenerator is going to be able to bring it back up quite a lot. T-Tower coming out. We could see a potential Pursuit, and that will very likely take out Tornadus. No Pursuit, goes into Lendo. T-Tar goes for Stealth Rock, which is totally fair, but now it will be threatened by Landorus, EQ. U-Turn is probably the play because, okay, so he goes for Stealth Rock. Do we see Ice Beam? Yes, so it's probably a relaxed or sassy Tyranitar, so they usually pack in like Flamethrower, Fire Blast, or Ice Beam to be quite annoying here and there. Kokuhyou goes for EQ, which was the risky move because obviously Rotom is in the back. U-turn was probably the way to go, and he could have bring back the Terrakion, which would have been huge. Alright, Stone Edge coming out, which is fine. Okay, so he goes for Superior, which is fine. I'd say that if he has HP Ground, it's going to be extremely good on Croak. But if he has... I mean, HP Fire on Croak is good as well because of Dry Skin, actually. Because Dry Skin is going to make it take more damage. So regardless if he's HP Ground or HP Fire, right now Superior can have a super effective move on everyone. Paint Split coming out doesn't work because of sub. And also Volt Switch and Hydro Pump often cannot break the sub if Superior has like a slight amount of bulk invested. It doesn't need like a lot of HP to actually do it. Tyranitar coming out. Honestly, it's weird that Kokuhyou have let go of his Landorus so easily because he really, really needed it for Excadrill. That being said, now Superior is going out of control because he's still behind the sub, and he will very likely be able to kill Excadrill. We never know. Like, Leaf Storm is still okay. He goes for the Empower. All right, so that's gonna be a wrap. So the sub is out. Sucker Punch never gonna do anything. So Toxicroak will very likely go out. Because regardless, like if it doesn't kill there, like Terrakion could have finished it as well. And, you know, so that's gonna be it.